Batting for the Generals, number 6, third baseman, Andrew Brady. 6.
All right, everybody watching on YouTube, welcome in or welcome back. If you were with us for game 1 of this doubleheader, sun is out here at Scott Carpenter Park for game number 2 of the 7-inning doubleheader between the Boulder Collegians and the Denver Generals. Collegians took the first game 8-0 with the 8-run rule in the 6th, and looking to complete the sweep here. On the mound for the Collegians is number 25, Nico Hartojo. And off to a strong start already, ahead 0-2 to the leadoff man, third baseman Andrew Brady for the Generals. Brady led off and played third in the last game as well, as Hartojo just misses outside, looking for the strikeout.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Brady 0 for 3 with a strikeout in game number 1, so looking to get on the board in the hit column as he chops that one back up the middle over the head of Hartojo and through for a leadoff hit. So Brady does get in the hit column here in game 2, and the Generals have a leadoff runner.
Batting second for the Generals, number 13, second baseman, Ethan Krayer. 13.
Ethan Krayer, the second baseman, steps in now. Did not play in game number 1, so his first plate appearance of the day will be against Hartojo, the Collegians' right-hander. Krayer tries to lay down a bunt, sticks it out there with one hand, and fouls that one back. Few notes in the field for the Collegians. Matt Graff was out and left in game number 1. He is now in at third. Braden Thompson takes his place out and left. Jackson Bryant slides over from third to short, replacing Hunter Hirayama, who is still in the lineup but will be in there as the designated hitter. And Sergio Solis is behind the plate for game 2 after Sean Conley had the catching duties in game 1. Next offering from Hartojo is outside. Solis tried to frame it back into the strike zone, but not buying it.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody hit.
Hartojo checks the runner at first. Goes home, and a swing and a miss. Strike 3 on the heater. Krayer is retired way behind that fastball, and that is out number 1 here in the first.
Batting next for the Generals, number 20, shortstop, George Hogan. 20.
So George Hogan, the shortstop, is in now with 1 on and 1 out. 1 for 2 with a double and a walk in the first game, as Hartojo misses up high with the heater. Generals looking to get that first run on the board after getting shut out in game number 1, as Hartojo misses outside with that fastball. 2-0. That one is in there for strike 1 from the Collegians' right-hander.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Nico Hartojo, 6'1" right-hander, Colorado native, born and raised in Arvada, and playing his college ball at Cal State Monterey Bay, along with the catcher Sergio Solis. College teammates. As Hartojo will come home with the 3-1. And misses again, so base hit and now a walk, and the Generals are in business with 2 on here with just 1 out in the top of the first.
Batting next for the Generals, 24. Oh, forgive me. Batting number 8, right fielder Charlie Hilgers. 8.
So Charlie Hilgers, the right fielder, will hit cleanup as he did in the first game. As he's a half-hearted swing at that breaking ball. And he's down 0-1. Hilgers struck out twice and walked earlier on. So looking for some better results here, especially with an RBI chance in the first, as that one misses low, nicely blocked by Solis to keep the runners in place. That one swung on and missed on the fastball outside, and 1-2 now to
1 ball, 2 strikes.
the right fielder, Charlie Hilgers. Hilgers will be out in the field in this one after doing the designated hitting in the first game. As 2-strike pitch from Hartojo. Got him! Got him looking. Strike 3, fastball down in the zone. Hilgers is not pleased. But that is out number 2 on the second strikeout from Nico Hartojo.
For the Generals, number 24, first baseman Lucas Scott.
So
24.
that'll bring in the lefty Lucas Scott here with 2 outs and 2 men on base. Generals still looking for that first run today, as Hartojo comes home with the breaking ball and gets Scott swinging for strike 1. And that one is ripped by Scott. And jumped and snagged by Jackson Bryant out at short. And that is out number 3.
Snagged by Jackson Bryant.
Jackson Bryant robs the Generals of at least 1 run and ends the inning. Score still tied 0-0 heading into the bottom of the first.
Leading off, number 2, shortstop from Miliani, Hawaii, Hunter Hirayama. 2.
So as usual, Hunter Hirayama will lead things off for the Collegians here in the bottom of the first. Hirayama is the DH here in Game 2, not the shortstop. Looked to have pulled up on the last run in the first game and told me between games that his hamstring was a little tight. So coach is being cautious with him, still letting him hit as he rips that one way out to left field. And it's gone. A home run to lead this one off for Hunter Hirayama. Bad hammy and all, it doesn't matter. He sent that one way over the left field wall.
Unless I'm told otherwise, that is dollar beers for the next 10 minutes. Thank you to Hunter Hirayama. Dollar beers. Batting next for your Collegians, number 27, third baseman from Scottsdale, Arizona, Matt Graff, 27.
So the leadoff homer for Hunter Hirayama puts the Collegians up 1-0, and Matt Graff will hit second for Boulder here in Game 2, moving up from 5th in the order in the first game. Pitching for the Generals here in Game 2 is number 2, Josh Dorr. It is his 4th appearance of the year so far.
One
Second
ball,
start.
2 strikes.
He has compiled a 1-0 record and has been pretty solid on the mound, giving up just 2 runs in 11 innings as that one skips off the second baseman on Graff. Graff digging for second now. And he's in there, safe. So excellent base running from Matt Graff. And he capitalizes on the blunder by the second baseman.
Batting next
And
for
he's
your
on
Boulder
second.
Collegians, number 29, from Boulder, Colorado, right fielder Luke Pemberton, 29.
So Graff capitalizes on the error by the second baseman Ethan Cryer and takes the extra base. So the Collegians already with a 1-0 lead and a runner in scoring position here with nobody out. As that will bring up Luke Pemberton. First day with the team. Had a solid first game, made an excellent diving catch out in right field. Also scored 2 runs, 1 hit. So Pemberton looking to keep the good start rolling here into Game 2. Dorr goes home, and that one's fouled off by Pemberton. 2 strikes now to the Collegians' right fielder. Dorr again checking on Graff over at second. Graff with a big secondary, and Dorr misses that one upstairs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
So 1-2 now to Pemberton. Looking to drive in the runner from second. As Dorr goes home with the 1-2, and that one's grounded right back off of the leg. As Pemberton trying to take second, and he is thrown out. So Graff up to third, Pemberton thrown out at second, trying to take the extra base. But now the attention turns to Josh Dorr, who was hit hard by that grounder right on the back of the leg and was immediately shaken up.
Let's hear it for number 2, Josh Dorr.
So Dorr looks to be okay. He's going to continue here with 1 out now in the bottom of the first.
Batting for your Collegians, number 17, center fielder from Glenview, Illinois, Cole Lucky, 17.
And Cole Lucky will step in, looking to build off of his stellar performance in Game 1. As the breaking ball from Dorr finds the zone for strike 1. Infield is in for the Generals. Lucky was 2 for 2 in game number 1. Reached base 3 times, walked, doubled, hit a 2-run homer, stole a base, drove in 3 runs, and was an engine for the Collegians offense. He grounds that one hard to third. A diving stop made over at third, and the throw in time to first for out number 2. Excellent play by Andrew Brady to get the diving stop.
Third baseman for out number 2. Now batting for your Boulder Collegians, number 13, left fielder from Arvada, Colorado, Braden Thompson, 13.
Number 13, Braden Thompson in now with 2 outs. Did not play in the first game, so his first action of the day. He'll be out in left on defense as Dorr still checking on Graff over at third. And Thompson flies one softly out into right. And the right fielder, Charlie Hilgers, is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So the Collegians get 1 across, but no more, and they lead 1-0 heading into the second.
Center fielder, Heath Perry, 23.
So Heath Perry will lead things off for the Generals here in the second, still facing Nico Hartojo, the Collegians right-hander. Perry 0 for 2 in the first game. And takes the first pitch, grounds it over to second. Acosta is there, throw on to Bellissimo in time for a quick out number 1.
1 up. Batting next for the Generals, number 1 catcher, Joe Reitz, 1.
It'll be the new catcher, the lefty Joe Reitz, hitting in the 7-hole for the Generals. As he looks at ball 1. Reitz slumping to start this young season, hitting just 118 thus far.
No one get near the street, thank you very much.
Reitz hitting just 118 thus far. And in the lineup here in game 2 with a chance to improve that average as he rips that one hard over at the Generals dugout, but harmlessly off of the fence.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Count is 1-2 now to the Generals catcher. And that one is popped up off the end of the bat into the shallow infield. Matt Graff is there. And quickly, 2 outs now for the Collegians here in the top of the second.
Batting for the Generals, number 11, left fielder, Aiden Lesnaw, 11.
So it'll be Aiden Less now, the DH. Or the left fielder, my apologies, for the Generals, as he takes ball 1. Next offering from Hartojo is outside. Nice pick by Solis, but another ball. Two 2-0 from Hartojo. That one's in there with the fastball. And Hartojo able to find the zone. Breaking ball from Hartojo. Got him for strike 3, and that is out number 3 for the Collegians. So a smooth second inning from Nico Hartojo, and they will take a 1-0 lead into the bottom of the second.
Now batting for your Collegians, number 9, first baseman from Mill Valley, California, Mateo Belismo, 9.
So Mateo Belismo kicks off the bottom of the second for the Collegians, still hanging on to that 1-0 lead on the leadoff homer by Hunter Hirayama. Belismo swings at strike 1, 0 for 3 in game number 1. Struck out, grounded into a double play, and he fouls that one back and is quickly behind 0-2 here in the first at-bat of game number 2. Josh Dorr back on the mound after the injury scare in the first, working quickly. Working very quickly, coming home with the 1-2 breaking ball, and gets Belismo swinging for out number 1.
Batting next for your Boulder Collegians, number 8, catcher from Cirrus, California, Sergio Solis, 8.
So it is the new catcher Sergio Solis in now for his first appearance of the day. Here with 1 out and nobody on in the second. As Solis hammers that one out to left field. That one is back, and it is way out of here. Another home run, this time by Sergio Solis, and the Collegians are up 2-0.
Whether the Boulder Collegians and General Manager Paul Parker can afford it, that is still, yes, dollar beers for an additional 10 minutes.
First home run of the season.
Batting next for your Collegians, 18, shortstop Jackson Bryant.
First home run of the season for Sergio Solis gives the Collegians a 2-0 lead. Couple of solo shots early on. Hunter Hirayama, Sergio Solis. And here with 1 out, that'll bring in the shortstop Jackson Bryant. Bryant 0 for 2 with a walk back in game number 1 where he was playing third base. Now playing short for Hunter Hirayama. as Dorr comes home with the breaking ball and finds his own. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
So 1-2 now to the shortstop, Jackson Bryant. As that one's grounded hard over to third. Skips up on Brady and through into left.
Batting next for your Collegians, number 5, second baseman from Phoenix, Arizona, Gavin Acosta. 5.
So a little bit of a bad hop there for Brady, transitioning into the dirt, but Bryant is aboard with 1 out. And that'll bring up the 9-hole hitter, second baseman Gavin Acosta. Acosta 0 for 2 with a walk, scored a run in game number 1. As Dorr goes over to first, and a very close play. Excellent pickoff move by Josh Dorr. Almost got Brian over at first, but just in there safely. As Dorr goes home this time, and that one's down in the dirt. And Dorr over to first again, and another close play, but Bryant still in safely. Dorr misses low once again. As that breaking ball finds the zone. And Josh Dorr trying to work out of this with 1 out here in the second. As that one's down low, and Acosta is on the walk.
Batting next for the Boulder Collegians, number 2, designated hitter, Hunter Hirayama.
So Hunter Hirayama steps back in after the big fly to left to lead this one off in the first, and he's going to try and lay down a bunt here. Does. Dorr fields. Throws over to first well in time. Hirayama still gimpy on that tight hamstring, but does the job, moves the runners, and that'll bring up Matt Graff here with 2 outs.
Batting number 27, third baseman from Scottsdale, Arizona, Matt Graff. 27.
So Matt Graff with the 2-out RBI chance. Runners on second and third. Reached on an error first time up as he takes ball 1 down low. Dorr finds the zone with the fastball, evens the count up at 1-1. And finds the zone again with that breaking ball. So Graff behind now after the first pitch ball, 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Graff walked in all 3 of his plate appearances back in game number 1. And the 1-2 comes here and misses outside. 2-2. Two is sent high out to right center. And that one is going to be caught by the center fielder, Heath Perry, for out number 3. So a couple of guys on, but no damage aside from the solo home run by Sergio Solis, and the Collegians lead 2-0 after 2.
Batting for the Generals, number 21, the designated hitter, Max Crosby, 21.
So it will be the DH Max Crosby hitting in the 9-hole to lead it off for the Generals here in the top of the third. Nico Hartojo still out there for the Collegians after 2 solid shutout innings thus far. And Crosby fouls the first one off down the right side. Oh, 1 is fouled off again by Crosby. And quickly now, 0-2 on the right-handed designated hitter. Crosby grounds that one hard to short. Bryant fields, throws over to Belismo for a simple out, number 1.
1 out. Batting for the Generals, number 6, third baseman, Andrew Brady, 6.
So that will flip the lineup for the Generals as Andrew Brady steps back in. Led this one off with a base hit back in the first, but was stranded. And on here with 1 out in the third as he swings through a fastball for strike 1. Oh, 1 now from Hartojo. Fastball just misses low and count even 1-1. Brady sends that one opposite field out to right. Pemberton moving back, and he is there on the run, and he makes the catch for out number 2. So Nico Hartojo moving quickly now through the General lineup.
Batting next for the Generals, number 13, second baseman, Ethan Cryer, 13.
Ethan Cryer in with 2 outs now. Second baseman struck out, swinging back in the first.
Got a request from Doug. You're now a radio play-by-play guy.
First
They don't
pitch
know what inning it is.
from Hartojo
So feel free to, repeat that, regularly.
is up and away, and that's ball 1.
So, otherwise you're doing
I get
a fabulous job.
Next offering from Hartojo in there for a strike. And
They put in a request.
Hartojo coming home with the 1-1 now, and that's fouled off for strike 2.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Ethan Cryer just 6 plate appearances heading into this game today, batting .250 with a couple of walks on the year so far. As the 2-strike pitch comes home from Hartojo, and it just misses outside. Hartojo comes home again and misses high, and the count is full to the Generals'
3
second
balls,
baseman.
2 strikes.
Three, 2 outs. Payoff pitch from Hartojo is in there for strike 3.
Strike
And
3.
the Collegians are out of this one. Another 1-2-3 inning for Nico Hartojo, and they
Denver
lead 2-0.
Boulder Collegians in the bottom of the third. This homegrown Boulder, Colorado zone from Pepperdine University, right fielder 29, Luke Pemberton, 29.
So in is Luke Pemberton to lead off the bottom of the third for the Collegians, still holding on to the 2-0 lead on the 2 solo shots by Hunter Hirayama and Sergio Solis. Josh Dorr is back for inning number 3. Missed outside with ball 1 to Pemberton and found the zone that time to even it back up 1-1. Pemberton singled back in the first, so looking to keep the hot bat going.
2 balls and 1 strike to Luke Pemberton.
As 2-1 to Pemberton is up high, 3-1 now to the Collegians right fielder. Dorr coming home with this one. Pemberton fouls it back and the count is full. Full count pitch. Breaking ball is grounded just foul, just outside of third base. And Pemberton will hang in there for another 3-2 pitch. Another 3-2 from Dorr. Down in the dirt, and Pemberton draws the walk.
Now batting for your Boulder Collegians, number 17, center fielder from Glenview, Illinois, Bradley University, center fielder Cole Lucky, 17.
Cleanup man Cole Lucky in now with the leadoff runner on. As Dorr, another close play over at first on the pickoff, but Pemberton is back safely.
Nobody out.
And now he'll go home with the first pitch to Lucky, who sends that one high out to center field. And the center fielder, Heath Perry, is under it. And that'll be out number 1 for the Generals.
There's 1 out. Batting next for your Boulder Collegians, number 13, left fielder from Arvada, Colorado, Braden Thompson, 13. 1 out.
So Braden Thompson up next, 1 out, runner on first. Thompson flew out to right, and Dorr almost got Pemberton trying to sneak out early there, but he's back in time. And the first pitch to Thompson is up high for ball 1. 1-0 now. In there, breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 1. Dorr misses with that 1-1 down in the dirt. And that'll be ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out.
Dorr over to first, Pemberton back in time. Dorr being very cautious with the base runners thus far. Has worked his way out of the base traffic well, just as given up the 2 solo shots. Pemberton goes on this one. Thompson pops that one up over to second. Pemberton is caught in the middle. Second baseman makes the catch, and throw back to first is dropped by the first baseman, and Pemberton looked like he clipped him on the ankle, sliding back in. And now, a couple of Generals having some words with Luke Pemberton. Not a fan of that slide back
That's
into
2
first
outs
base.
on the field.
That was Dorr over at first, who got slid into. Josh Dorr taking a beating so far today, hit with the ground ball earlier on.
We have 2 outs here. Batting next for your Boulder Collegians, number 9, first baseman from Mill Valley, California, Mateo Belismo. 2 outs.
So Mateo Belismo in with 2 outs now. Runner still on first. And Dorr goes home and gets Belismo swinging way out in front of the breaking ball. Strike 1. Oh, 1 now. Another breaking ball down in the dirt this time. Belismo offers anyway, and he's down quickly 0-2. And Dorr, 3 straight breaking balls, 3 straight swings and misses from Belismo. And Josh Dorr gets out of this third with the strikeout. So Collegians, after 3, still leading 2-0.
Batting next for the Generals, number 20, shortstop, George Hogan. 20.
So it'll be the shortstop, number 20, George Hogan, to lead things off here in the top of the 4th for the Generals. New pitcher for the Collegians making his first appearance is number 22, the right-hander Cash McNicholas. Incredible baseball name, I must add. McNicholas out of Spring, Texas, playing college ball at Houston Christian University, as he finds his own with a fastball. Next offering from McNicholas, another fastball swung on and missed. Strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And McNicholas misses the spot with that one. And counts 2-2 now. 2-2 now. And breaking ball got him.
That's
Locked him up. Strike 3
3
looking.
for Cash McNicholas. Out number 1. Batting next for the Generals, number 8, right fielder Charlie Hilgers. 8.
So Charlie Hilgers will step in now. 1 out here in the top of the 4th, nobody on. And Cash McNicholas settling in after the strikeout to his first batter. Misses low to start off Hilgers with ball 1. Hilgers struck out looking against Nico Hartojo back in the first, as McNicholas misses a little low once again, 2-0. That one is grounded hard over to first, fielded cleanly by Belismo. Flip to McNicholas covering,
Nice play
and they got
by
him for out number
Mateo
2.
Belismo and Cash McNicholas for the out number 2.
So that'll bring up the first baseman, Lucas Scott, here with
Batting
2
next,
outs.
number 24, first baseman Lucas Scott, 24.
And Scott swings at the first pitch, misses, and that'll be strike 1 from McNicholas. Cash working quickly now. That one's down in the dirt, count even.
Two balls, 1 strike.
1-2. It's 1-2. Yeah, it's 1-2.
And that's strike 3.
The 1-2 is swung
For
on
Cash
and missed
McNicholas.
by Lucas Scott. They call that a sword in some parts of the baseball world. And Cash McNicholas is out of this one with a 1-2-3 inning. So the Collegians still leading 2-0 in the middle of the 4th.
Batting next for your Boulder Collegians, number 8 catcher from Sirius, California, and Cal State Monterey Bay, Sergio Solis.
So it'll be 7-8-9 for the Collegians here in the bottom of the 4th. Starting it off will be the catcher Sergio Solis, and he lines that one hard to second. Catch is made by Ethan Cryer, and a quick out, number 1. First pitch swinging there.
Batting next, number 18 shortstop from Aurora, Colorado, Jackson Bryant.
So Jackson Bryant steps in with 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 4th, swings and misses at a breaking ball down low for strike 1. Bryant reached on a single his first time up and chops that one foul over by third base. So 0-2 now quickly to Jackson Bryant. Josh Dorr still out there for the Generals, giving up 2 earned on the 2 home runs, but pretty solid outside of that. Misses upstairs with the 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out.
And that one runs in and catches Bryant on the leg. So Jackson Bryant on with the free pass here with 1 out in the 4th.
That's quite the walk-up song there. Batting number 5, second baseman, Phoenix, Arizona, Gavin Acosta.
Gavin Acosta steps in now, 1 on, 1 out. And that one is inside for ball 1. Door home with the 1-0. That one's in there, and count is back even now, 1 apiece. That one is lined hard into left and down for a base hit for Gavin Acosta.
Nice hit by Gavin Acosta for a single. 1 out. Batting now, number 12.
So Hank Himrick in now, pinch hitting for the designated hitter Hunter Hirayama, who, as I mentioned before, was dealing with that hamstring tightness. Didn't even run out the bunt on his last AB. So he gets the hook, and Hank Himrick will step in. And speaking of getting the hook, that looks like that's going to be it for Josh Dorr on the mound, and the Generals are going to make a pitching change.
For the Generals pitcher, he did a valiant effort today. Josh Dorr, number 2. Well done, young man. Place of designated hitter Hunter Hirayama is number 12, Hank Himrick from Des Moines, Iowa.
So Hank Himrick steps in now against the
Nobody
new
out.
pitcher, number 22, Caleb Reuter. First appearance of the season for the big lefty. And he starts Himrick off with a ball outside. (1-0) now from Reuter. Takes a couple of looks over to second. And Himrick swings through that one, 1-1. 2 men on here, first and second on the hit by pitch and the single by Gavin Acosta. Just 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Collegians still leading 2-0. And Himrick pops that one up left side, left fielder moving over, and it's out of play. Foul for strike 2.
One ball, 2 strikes.
So 1-2 now in this lefty on lefty matchup. And that one misses outside from Reuter. Reuter misses that one upstairs, and Hemrick has worked the count full.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out.
One out. Payoff pitch to Hemrick is swung on and missed, strike 3, and that's out number 2. So a good start for Caleb Reuter on the
Out number
mound.
2, batting next for the Boulder Collegians. Number 27, third baseman from Scottsdale, Arizona, Matt Graff. 2 down.
So Matt Graff will step in now. 0 for 2, reached on an error earlier on. And has an RBI chance here with 2 outs, trying to extend the 2-0 Collegians lead. (102) Graff. Breaking ball finds the zone. And the count evens up 1-1. Graff swings and misses at that one, running away from him.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs.
And Reuter 1 strike away from getting out of the jam. 1-2 pitch is in there. Strike 3 fastball. And that will end the inning. So an excellent job by Caleb Reuter coming in and getting a couple of outs. Collegians still leading 2-0 after 4.
For the batting next for the Generals, 23, center fielder Heath Perry. 23.
Heath Perry leads off the top of the 5th, center fielder for the Generals, as he looks at a breaking ball that finds the zone for strike 1. Heath Perry 0 for 1 in game number 2, grounded out to second as he fouls that one off, and he's quickly down 0-2. Cash McNicholas still out for the Collegians. It'll be his 2nd inning of work. Great 1-2-3 first inning. Had 2 strikeouts. And gives up the hit there, though, as Perry, nice piece of 2-strike hitting, pulls one out into left for a base hit.
Batting next for the Generals, number 1, catcher Joe Reitz. 1.
So now it'll be the catcher Joe Reitz with the leadoff runner on.
Nobody on top of the 5th inning.
Looking to get something started for the Generals here, trailing by 2 runs in the top of the 5th. And we'll get to see McNicholas work out of the stretch for the first time. Reitz bluffs like he's going to lay down a bunt, pulls it back, and takes ball 1 upstairs. (1-0) now to the Generals catcher, as McNicholas will throw over to first, check on Perry. Ball scoots away from Belismo, but Perry stays put. And McNicholas will step back on the rubber. And that bunt is popped up. Graff has to field it off the one hop and throws over to Belismo for out number 1.
Nice play by Rapp, third base to get the out of first base for first out of the inning. Batting next for the Generals, number 11, left fielder Aiden Lesnow.
So Reitz does the job, moves the runner into scoring position on the sac bunt. So runner in scoring position with 1 out now, and that'll bring in the left fielder Aiden Lesnow. Lesnow struck out looking to end the second inning, his first time up. And has a chance to cut into that Collegians lead here in the top of the 5th. 1-0 from McNicholas is a fastball swung on and missed, and that'll be strike 1. McNicholas takes a couple looks over at second and goes home, misses outside with the fastball, 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. 1 out.
Two 2-1 from McNicholas in there on the inside part of the plate, 2-2. McNicholas relying on that fastball heavily thus far this afternoon. 2-2 to the Generals left fielder. McNicholas takes a long look over at second, goes home, breaking ball fouled back. Nice job by Lesnow to hold back, sit back on the breaking ball there and fend it off to stay alive. Another 2-2, and McNicholas will go back to second. Perry thought he was trying to get a head start there, but he dives back and is in just in time. McNicholas misses that one low, and the count is full now with the
3
base open
balls,
at first to
2
Lesnow.
strikes.
3-2, 1 out, runner on second. And the full count pitch is swung on and missed with the fastball. Strike 3, and a big strikeout for Cash McNicholas, his 3rd of the ball game.
Batting next for the Generals, number 21, designated hitter Max Crosby. 21.
So the 9-hole hitter Max Crosby in now with a 2-out chance. Runner still on second, takes the fastball down the middle for strike 1. Crosby grounded out to short to lead off the 3rd. And that breaking ball is grounded over to short. Fielded backhand picked by Bryant. Throw over to Belismo in time for out
Nice
number
play
3.
by Bryant at shortstop for out number 3. Nice job by Cash McNicholas.
So the Collegians take a 2-0 lead into the middle of the 5th.
batting for your Boulder Collegians, number 29, right fielder from Pepperdine University in Boulder, Colorado, Luke Pemberton, 29.
It'll be Luke Pemberton leading off the bottom of the fifth for Boulder as the heart of the order is due up 3-4-5. Looking to build on that 2-0 lead on the 2 solo shots from Hunter Hirayama and Sergio Solis. Caleb Reuter, the big lefty, back out on the mound for the Generals and has off to a fast start. Already ahead 0-2 to the Collegians' 3-hole hitter. Reuter shakes off the catcher Reitz and goes home with the 0-2, misses up and away, ball 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
One and two now to Pemberton. Is lined hard out into right. Great piece of 2-strike hitting. Pemberton takes it the other way for a base hit.
Batting next for your Collegians from Glenview, Illinois, center fielder Cole Lucky, 17.
With the leadoff runner on, Cole Lucky will step up to the plate now. Having a quieter game number 2, 0 for 2 at the plate, but was excellent in game 1. As he will receive the 1-0. And that one's hard, and it hits first base and ricochets out into right field. Pemberton rounding second, heading for third. He's going to be in there safely. So Lucky,
single by Cole
the hard
Lucky.
hit, base hit.
And on first and third, nobody outs. Next batter for your Boulder Collegians, number 13, left fielder Braden Thompson.
So before Braden Thompson comes up with 2 on and nobody out, the Generals pitching coach wants to have a conversation with Caleb Reuter.
Nobody out, man, on first and third, bottom of the 5th inning, no outs. Batting for your Boulder Collegians, number 13, left fielder from Adams State University, Braden Thompson.
So here is Braden Thompson with the RBI opportunity. Anything in the outfield scores a run. And that one is chopped softly over to first. Pemberton holds up at third. Throw over to second is high and pulls Hogan off the bag. And the bases are loaded here with nobody out in the 5th.
Remains nobody out, bases loaded. And batting now for your Boulder Collegians, number 9, first baseman from Mill Valley, California, Mateo Bellissimo, 9.
So Mateo Bellissimo up with the bases loaded. And nobody out. Nasty breaking ball finds the zone from Reuter for strike 1. Big chance here for the Collegians to really blow this thing open. Still holding on to a 2-0 lead as Bellissimo swings and misses at the high heat. 0-2. Now from Reuter is outside, ball 1. Pemberton on third, Cole Lucky on second, and Braden Thompson on first. Here with nobody out. 1-2 from Reuter, down low, skips off of the catcher, runners hold.
That's hit the runner. Bounced. Hit somebody.
So 2-2 now to Belismo here with the bases juiced. 2-2 from Reuter, swung on and sent out into center. Catch is made by Perry, runner's tag, and will advance.
The sacrifice fly by Mateo Belismo for the Boulder Collegian run. Batting next, number 8, catcher from Sirius, California, Sergio Solis.
So Belismo does the job, sends the sac fly out to center, runs, scores. Lucky advances to third. Thompson did hold it first, so we've got first and third now with 1 out for Sergio Solis.
We are in the bottom of the 5th inning. Boulder Collegians 3, Generals 0. 1 out.
And it looks like somebody from the Generals dugout has come out to have a word with the ump or the catcher, one of the two. But Reuter is ready now to face Sergio Solis with 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. Collegians now leading 3-0 on the sac fly by Mateo Belismo, as that one is ripped into center for a base hit by Solis. Run will score. Thompson rounding second, heading for third. Perry fumbles it. Solis heading for second and nobody covering, so he is in safely.
It's another run for your Boulder Collegians. 4-0. Bottom of the 5th. One out. Now batting, number 18, shortstop from Aurora, Colorado, Jackson Bryant.
So now here comes Jackson Bryant. Collegians lead up to 4-0 now. 1 out here in the 5th and 2 men in scoring position as the fastball from Reuter misses upstairs. Base is open over at first. And the Collegians really looking to salt this one away here in the late going. Bryant sends that one out into left for a base hit. First run will score, and Tony Rucco puts up the stop sign for Solis. So it's an RBI single for Jackson Bryant, and the Collegians lead 5-0.
Bryant. Collegians 5. Generals 0.
So a
batting now, number 5, second baseman from Phoenix, Arizona, Gavin Acosta. Number 5.
So a 3-run 5th so far for the Collegians. First and third now for Gavin Acosta. Singled and walked so far, reached base twice, as he fouls off that fastball over on the right side for strike 1. One from Reuter down in the dirt. Ball skips away. Bryant's going to head for second, and he is in there. So 2 men in scoring position now. As Bryant takes second on the wild pitch. One from Reuter inside, ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Reuter home with the 2-1. That one is through, heading to the backstop. Solis is coming home, and he is thrown out. Excellent play. Great relay from the catcher, Joe Reitz, to the covering pitcher, Caleb Reuter. And that is out number 2 here in the 5th.
2 outs in the bottom of the 5th.
Bryant able to take third on the pass ball, but Solis not able to get to home plate in time and is thrown out for out number 2. That one skips away for a walk, and Bryant is going to score on the wild pitch. So 2 wild pitches in a row. They get the first one, they get the first out, but not so lucky on the second one, as the run will score. And Acosta takes first on the free pass.
5th inning. Your Collegians 6, Generals 0. 2 outs.
So the Collegians lead now ballooned to 6-0 as Gavin Acosta is on first base with 2 outs here in the 5th. And Hank Himrick steps back in the leadoff spot.
That number 12, Hank Himrick.
Struck out his first time up here in game number 2, subbing for the injured Hunter Hirayama. And runner goes. Himrick sends that one out to left. And the left fielder, Lesnow, is under it for out number 3. So the Collegians get 4 across here in the 5th and extend their lead to 6-0 after 5.
Batting now for the Generals, number 6, third baseman Andrew Brady, 6.
So it'll be the top of the order for the Generals here in the top of the 6th, in desperate need of a lot of runs and fast. It's down 6-0 all of a sudden. New pitcher for the Collegians is number 15, C.J. Pino, out of San Francisco, California, playing college ball at Adams State during the year. And Pino off to a fast start, already ahead 0-2, as Brady cannot hold back on the breaking ball in the dirt. 0-2 from Pino. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So 3 quick strikes and a K for C.J. Pino to start off his afternoon.
1 out.
That'll bring up the second baseman, Ethan Cryer, with 1 out here in the 6th. Generals down to their final 5 outs here. You need to get something going in a hurry as Cryer grounds the first pitch over to third. Fielded by Groff. Throw over to first for out number 2.
Groff for out number 2 here in the top of the 6th inning. 2 outs.
So just 4 pitches.
Now batting number 20, shortstop George Hogan, 20.
So just 4 pitches for C.J. Pino. Already 2 outs. Off to a blazing start as he gets the shortstop, George Hogan, and starts him off with strike 1. So 5 strikes in a row for Pino. And he's working quickly now. Misses that one low for ball 1. Pino working very quickly. That one is a high chopper over to second. Acosta fields on the run and throws over to first for out number 3. So a 7-pitch inning for C.J. Pino, and the Collegians will come back to bat up 6-0 in the 6th.
For your And more importantly, to the ladies who help make us fathers.
All right, here's Matt Graff to lead off the bottom of the 6th for the Collegians. Graff 0 for 3 here in game 2. And that one hits him, and he'll get the free pass as he takes a breaking ball
That
off
was
the
number
back.
27, Matt Graff, taking one for the team.
So Graff gets the free pass to start off the 6th. And that'll bring in Luke Pemberton, the right fielder.
Batting next, number 29, from your Boulder, Colorado hometown, Pepperdine University, right fielder Luke Pemberton, 29.
Caleb Reuter still on the bump for the Generals. Checks on Graff over at first, goes home to Pemberton, who fouls that one off for strike 1. Reuter coming home with the 0-1, and that one's upstairs. Count even now, 1-1. Reuter takes a long look over at first, goes home, misses low, and that'll be ball 2. Bottom of the 6th here, Collegians still leading 6-0. Closing time on this doubleheader sweep, it's looking like, as Reuter finds his own, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out.
Generals still scoreless on the entire day, as Pemberton grounds that one hard over to second, flip to short for 1. Throw to first is not in time. Pemberton beats it out, so he reaches on the fielder's choice. 1 out here in the 6th.
There's 1 out. Now batting for your Boulder Collegians, number 17, center fielder from Glenview, Illinois, Cole Lucky, 17.
Cleanup man Cole Lucky in now for his 4th plate appearance. 1 for 3 with a single and a run, as Pemberton might be caught in a pickle. Tries to steal, and he is thrown out. Tried to get the early jump. Reuter went over to first, and Pemberton was caught in the middle.
Play for out number 2.
So that is out number 2 here in the bottom of the 6th. Nobody on now for Lucky. And Reuter starts him off with a fastball that is fouled off for strike 1. Oh, 1 from Reuter is inside. Swing is checked. Ump says he doesn't go, and the count's even 1-1. 1-1 now from Reuter to the center fielder. Lucky grounded softly over to third, and that one is fair. Skipped right over third base, and Lucky is on with an infield hit.
Batting next for your Boulder Collegians, number 13, left fielder from Arvada, Colorado, and Adams State University, Braden Thompson.
So next up will be Braden Thompson here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Cole Lucky on first after the infield hit, and that one is through the legs of Reitz. And Lucky will take second on the pass ball. Reitz could not quite handle that fastball down in the dirt from Reuter. And a runner in scoring position now for the Collegians here with 2 outs. 1-0 Thompson is in there for strike 1. Nice breaking ball there from Caleb Reuter. Reuter fastball popped way up in the air. Reitz moving over, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So a
That's
foul
a nice
out for
play
Thompson.
for the catcher for the Generals. At the end of 6 full innings, your Boulder Collegians 6, Generals 0.
So the Generals down to their last 3 outs. When we come back, Collegians leading 6-0 after 6.
Batting the top of the 7th for the Generals of Denver, number 8, right fielder Charlie Hilgars. 8.
All right, we are back for the top of the 7th. Closing time here for the Collegians on the back half of this 7-inning doubleheader. Leading off the top of the 7th for the Generals is the right fielder Charlie Hilgers. He takes strike 1 from the new Collegian pitcher in to close things out, Carter Swan, 6'2" righty out of Castle Rock, Colorado. Playing college ball at Mesa Community College. And ahead 0-2 quickly now, looking to get the Collegians out of this one with another shutout. Generals still have not scored a run in either game this afternoon. We are in inning number 13 total, as Hilgers stays alive, fouls that one back. Hilgers 0 for 2, grounded out to first and struck out looking in his 2 plate appearances here in game number 2 thus far, as Swan misses that one down in the dirt. Count 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2-strike pitch from Carter Swan is low and inside, and Hilgers has battled back even here, 2-2. Two pitch is swung on and missed. Hilgers tried to check the swing, and that is strike 3. And the Generals down to their final 2 outs now.
Batting next for the Generals, 24, first baseman Lucas Scott.
That's
24.
strikeout number 9 as a whole for the Collegians pitching staff here in Game 2. Been an excellent effort by all 4 arms that have seen the mound in this one. Nico Hartojo, Cash McNicholas, CJ Pino, and now Carter Swan getting in on the action here in the top of the 7th. Swan finds the zone with that one to the first baseman Lucas Scott. Fastball outside, just catches the corner. Swan misses that one low. And the count's 2-1 now to the Generals' first baseman.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Scott also 0 for 2 this afternoon, lined out to short back in the first and struck out in the 4th as he takes ball 3 outside. (3-1) now to Lucas Scott, and that one's low, and Scott gets the free pass on 5 pitches.
Batting next for the Generals, 23, center fielder Heath Perry, 23.
So Heath Perry, the center fielder, 1 for 2 thus far. Had a base hit back in the 5th. And we'll need another one if the Generals want to start a rally here in the 7th. Down to their final 2 outs in this one. Doubleheader here at Scott Carpenter Park. Swan comes home with the 1-0 and finds the zone. Solis drops it, but in the strike zone. Count evens 1-1. Swan misses that breaking ball down low. Count 2-1.
2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out.
Swan finds it with the fastball, gets the swing and the miss. And that'll make it 2-2 now to the center fielder Heath Perry. Swan misses low with that fastball. Count full.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out.
Payoff pitch from Swan. Just misses outside, so back-to-back walks. And the Generals, with a couple of base runners here with 1 out in the 7th. And Tony Rucco is going to head out and have a chat with Carter Swan over on the mound.
Again, Boulder Collegian fans, your Collegians will be here again at Scott Carpenter Park this Wednesday. Game time, 4 p.m. for a doubleheader. Now batting for the Generals, number 1 catcher, Joe Reitz. 1.
So Joe Reitz steps in now for the Generals. Runners on first and second here with 1 out in the top of the 7th. Collegians still leading 6-0 as Swan misses down low with another fastball. Next one from Swan outside. Swan misses inside with that fastball. And starting to lose the control here. 3 balls now to the catcher, Reitz. Reitz 0 for 2 thus far. Pop out and a ground out. but in a good position ahead in the count here as Swan misses down low again, and Reitz gets the free pass. So Carter Swan has walked the bases loaded here with 1 out in the top of the 7th.
One out. Batting number 11, left fielder Aiden Lesna. 11.
So here comes the 8-hole hitter Aiden Lesnow, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts so far. But a chance to get the Generals on the board here with the bases loaded and just 1 out, as Swan finds the zone there to start Lesnow off with a strike. Swan finds it again, and quickly ahead now on Lesnow, 0-2. Oh, 2-2 Lesnow down in the dirt. Nice block by Sergio Solis behind the plate to keep the runners where they are.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the count
1 out.
is now 1-2 to the left fielder, Lesnow. And Swan just misses with that fastball, 2-2. And swing and a miss on the fastball, out number 2, as Lesnow is down on strikes for the 3rd time here today.
2 outs. Batting next for the Generals, 21, designated hitter Max Crosby. 21.
So the Generals' hopes rest on the shoulders of the designated hitter Max Crosby here with 2 outs, as Swan misses with the first pitch. Bases are loaded, but the Collegians still with a 6-run lead. And the Generals down to their last out. Swan down in the dirt again. Plenty of time there this inning. A lot of fastballs down low. A lot of fastballs skipping in. And counts 2-0. Breaking ball from Swan upstairs, and 3-0 now to the DH Max Crosby. And that one is ball 4. Skips away from Solis, but it doesn't matter, as the first run of the day for the Generals is scored on the 4th walk here in the top of the 7th. And Tony Rucco will head back out, and I think that might be it for Carter Swan. As the Collegians will make a pitching change here with just 1 out to go to complete the sweep.
Now batting for the Generals, number 6, third baseman Andrew Brady.
So the lineup flips over now for the Generals, and the leadoff man, Andrew Brady, steps in with 2 outs, and the bases still loaded. New pitcher for the Collegians is number 6, Dayton Stamper, right-hander out of Ann Arbor, Michigan. In here to finish things up for the Collegians here at Scott Carpenter Park. As that one's grounded over to third. Graff picks it, backhand stop, steps on third, and that is the ball game.
And
Collegians win it
game
6-1.
For the Collegians, 6 runs on several hits, no errors. For the Generals, 1 run on multiple hits and 1 error. The winner of today's game is Nico Hartojo. Again, thank you very much for your attendance today. Let's give a round of applause for the student athletes on both sides for a well-played game for Father's Day weekend. Again, on behalf of the Boulder Collegians, happy Father's Day, safe Father's Day to all your families. Please drive home safely, and look forward to seeing you at the next Boulder Collegian home game scheduled for this Wednesday, beginning at 4 p.m. doubleheader against the Rogue of Colorado. Again, happy Father's Day. Be safe.
All right, everyone, that will do it from Scott Carpenter Park. Collegians with the sweep in the doubleheader, 8-0 win in game number 1 and a 6-1 win in game number 2. Collegians up to 8-2 now on the 2023 season. We will be back with another stream on Monday afternoon. Collegians baseball, I believe first pitch is 3:30. So you know where to find us, same place. I'm Troy Finnegan, signing off from Scott Carpenter Park. Happy Father's Day, and take care. We will see you Monday. Thanks, everyone.